right, what's up? It's July 17th, and this is my founder's journal for the week. I apologize for my voice. I guess I'm getting over a little bit of a sickness, so my voice sounds really bad. Okay, so this week I didn't have a lot going on. We were doing like a family reunion at Bear Lake in Utah. So I just didn't work that much. I mostly just kind of like handled any fires or urgent issues that we had to deal with. So I don't have like a killer update on progress we've made at Goodly. I will say that like sales have picked back up. I think we were back up over $1,000 of MRR closed this week. Our goal is usually about 1,200 in MRR closed. 1,000 is like right on pace with our quota, but we're always trying to shoot for about 1,200. Churn has not been a huge problem this month, so that's been good. So yeah, I mean, things are humming along. Obviously, I wish that we were selling more, but right now my focus is on building out all these AI agents on the delivery side, so that, I don't have to really worry about quality control. Like we're confident, like the AI is doing what we need it to do, and our team is kind of driving the AI there. And once that's done, hopefully by the end of the month, I'll shift my focus back to sales, which is really where I like to spend my time, right? It's like sales and distribution. A couple just like random things from the week. I finally ate sugar. My daughter had her 6th birthday this week, and so I ate her birthday cake. Truthfully, I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't. Like it was nice. I think we were at 6.5 weeks with no sugar and was feeling great, right? And like I didn't feel bad eating the sugar or anything. Like I didn't have a poor reaction to it, but I just thought like, yeah, this was unnecessary. And it snowballed a little bit where I ate it the next day as well. So back on the wagon and no sugar again. I also ate gluten this week. I'm debating going back and forth on like, do I stick with no gluten or do I add gluten back in? I actually have a doctor's appointment next week with like this holistic nutrition, like hormone doctor. I don't know, somebody my wife found. We'll get some feedback from them on what they think and what they thought of my labs. Other things this week, I did get Codex set up. So obviously, I mean, if you've been following AI, OpenAI released their new models, which are just as good as Fable. It'll be interesting to see if Anthropic ends up including Fable as part of the subscription, which they have said they were not going to do. But I think that they're going to lose my subscription if they take it away. I don't need to be spending $200 a month for Opus. So I upgraded my OpenAI subscription and got everything set up so that now I can like work on all of our AI agents with either Codex or Fable or Opus, right? Any of the Anthropic models, which is kind of cool. Like to me, this feels a little bit like an unlock with AI that I haven't had before. I previously was just using the desktop app or the mobile website for Claude Code. And now it's like I've got Cursor up and running. I've got Visual Studio that I can run as well. So I've got these IDEs set up where now all I have to do is connect to Codex or Anthropic, like Claude Code. And I can like work on the agents with those models. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. And then on the back end of the models, I also have it set up where we're using Vercel's like AI gateway. I may have already discussed this, but like we can just swap out the model that we're using for the agent in Vercel. So that could, it could be Gemini's models, it could be OpenAI, Anthropic, xAI, like whatever models we want to use, we can plug in there. So that's cool. Other things this week, maybe it's because I wasn't really working this week. I think maybe anytime I don't really work, I always start thinking about other business ideas. I actually like submitted for a pitch competition next week that Chris Corner is doing in Utah, thinking like, yeah, I'll like go pitch a new business idea. But the truth is like, they're all just distractions. Like I gotta stop doing that. Like I know that I want to be focused on Goodly. If I'm going to focus on anything other than Goodly, it will be like distribution focused models that will help Goodly, like something like a newsletter or content on like Twitter or LinkedIn. Like those are the kind of things that I think I should be focusing on where, Goodly benefits downstream from the distribution. Totally new business models like probably isn't the right thing for me. So we'll see. I've got a buddy who wants to start an agency. So I'm like going back and forth. I'm like, man, do I find a way to partner with him and like spin up a new agency? I've done that before and like it didn't work out great, but I'm like, I could probably do it better this time. Yeah, the truth is, right, like I got to be focused on Goodly, and that's like the best use of time is just making Goodly better. Just to remind me if next week I say, hey, I'm doing this new thing, like remind me that, the focus should be on Goodly. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. I guess the other thing that I'll say, X fixed their algorithm. like this past week or late last week. I usually call it Twitter, but we'll use the right term here with X. And I've been seeing people on X that like I haven't seen in a year plus. The platform feels like really usable again and like valuable, which is sweet. And so now I've just been thinking like, man, I want to start posting more on here again and like engaging with people. My wife doesn't think that's cool. She wants me off of X, but I made a post yesterday about this, and I like go back and forth on like, should I focus on like radical transparency, like building in public with Goodly, and like just put it all out there for everybody to see. And I also want to do that with fitness, right? Like I want to have a reason to like keep myself really, really accountable for the fitness goals that I have. I think that like the cool thing about that would be, you know, on the business side, you know, I build a reputation for like, I don't know, hopefully building a good business. Like obviously I'll do some stupid stuff. I think that like, you know, making bad decisions and correcting them over time, like if I build that reputation, building in public, I think that helps me for any future opportunities I want to pursue. If it means I want to raise capital for a business, or, you know, I want to just like pivot into a new business model and have distribution for it, like people will trust that like I know what I'm doing. So there's that there. On the fitness side, right, again, it's like mostly just keeping myself accountable, but like deep down I probably do wish that I had a way to make money associated with being really fit, because then that would be like a inherent incentive for me to like get really fit and stay really fit. So I think like when I look at like, okay, if I could make money doing anything I want to do, yeah, it would probably be like fitness stuff, which I know a lot of people say, so it's not unique, but I think there's got to be a way to do it. You know, whether that's like influencer sounds lame, but like owning a gym or doing nutrition and like fitness coaching, or like a digital product around that that could scale a little better. I don't think I would ever get into like one-on-one coaching. It just doesn't seem like a model that I would enjoy. Yeah, I don't know. It's something where I'm like, now that X has fixed their algorithm, I'm like, yeah, I think it'd be cool to really lean harder into full transparency, which is kind of what I'm trying to do here, but I obviously could be way more transparent. The truth is I'm probably not as prepared to do these videos every week as I could be. And, you know, I'll get better and make these more valuable. But, you know, part of the problem is you don't know who you're talking to, right? So like, I really got to have a focused audience, whether it's people who want to build agencies, people who just want like entertainment, like business entertainment, you know, it could be customers. Like, I don't know who the right audience for this is. And that's, you know, the number one thing with doing anything online is like, you got to be talking to a very specific person. Anyway, that's what I got this week. If you have any ideas or thoughts or anything, just shoot me an email or a message on X or LinkedIn or something, but love to connect with you guys. So that's it.